Morning guys, back out again with Paul. We're back out bottle digging and we're just going to see what we can find. Paul's been digging for a wee bit, he's been here before me. And he's found a broken ginger beer. Same one I found on the last video. John McKay & Co. Fermented Ginger Beer Glasgow. Oh, I think there's going to be more of them here. Well, I've just dug this, look at that. These are old tiles. They're not the type of tiles I think would have been in like the old Glasgow tenements. This is more like your housing kind of stuff. Or possibly even an old pub. But yeah, they're beautiful little tiles. I do like stuff like that. Sometimes these can sell for an arm and a leg. You'd be surprised how much you can get for a tile. So these are old Glasgow tenement tiles, and we were just talking about it when we found that last tile there. You find these in the borders along the old Glasgow tenement closes. Through in Edinburgh, they still have a lot of these in the pubs because most of the pubs are sawdust spitting pubs that have been kept original. So you do tend to find a lot of early tiles in them. Well, look at that. Wouldn't that have been lovely? It would have been a little milk jug or something like that, or a cream jug. It's very, very small, but it's very decorative. A nice decorative Victorian piece here. Lovely. Shame that it's broken. Worth a repair? Probably not. We have a blacking pot, but will it be a named blacking pot? Let's have a look and see. I'm going to try and scrape a bit of ash out from under there, and then we'll try and grab the blacking pot, because right now it's just not ready to move. That wasn't ready to move because it's a massive blacking pot. I was hoping it was going to say Hollis and Son London, but no such luck. But it is a massive blacking pot. Look at that. Belter. This looks like a mini whiskey bottle, and it would have contained a dram. I think, judging by the colour of it and judging by the bottles that I've found before, I would probably say that is a lovely little whiskey bottle. So Paul's dug this up, and generally all these finds are generally kind of blank, and it's a cooperative, Glasgow, Liverpool and London, ETO, etc, etc, actually, etc, etc. Very rare do you find these, and they're not, 9 times out of 10 they'll be blank, so to get a little bit of a writing on one of them is actually quite nice. So there's loads of marmalades and jam pots coming out. The thing about the marmalades is 9 times out of 10 they're all plain in here. Poor man's tip. But there is plenty of marmalades coming out. Well, there you go, look at that. It's a world famed blood mixture. This one's in aqua. They also come in blue, but during the war glass was kind of mixed together, and sometimes you get the odd aqua and green world famed blood mixture. People say it's not rare, but yeah, I haven't seen too many of them, and I do actually have one in my collection. Well, this is a nice find. It says J.H. Senior and Co. Limited, London, and it's an old fish pasture. 9 times out of 10 that would be blank as well, and Paul's just pulled that out. So that's a nice little find. I'd be pleased with that. Right, 9 times out of 10 these are blank as well. Yeah, it's just a blank one, but you do get embossed ones of these from Boots the Chemist, and it's a lovely little green Apocryphes bottle. There was a lot of Apocryphes bottles for Glasgow, and that's why you tend to find a lot of these in the tips. Apocryphes were big back in Victorian time. Well, check this one out. Paul's just threw that out the hole, and it's a, I think it's a 24, it says 24, K24 on the bottom. I don't think it's 24 ounces, it looks like about 10 ounces, maybe 12. And it's a poisonous, not to be taken. And it's a flask, and it's a nice find. It's one that we've had here before. But yeah, beautiful little poisons bottle. There you go, this is quite common. California Fig Syrup and Co. San Francisco. There is a little thing to these bottles to determine how old they are, and I can't remember what it is, but there's 2 different types of bottles. There's the California Fig Syrup and Co, and there's just the California Syrup and Co. So the fig syrup is later, I think it is, and one just says California Syrup and Co. San Francisco. Just stuck this beautiful little ink bottle. It's a Windsor Newton in there from London, England, and that is a beautiful little ink. That's going to go in my collection actually. collect ink, so that's a new one to the collection. A couple of bottles are coming out. There's a beer or a stout. I think this is a perfumer's, but yeah, it's a little perfume bottle, but it's blank. Live excavation of a beer or whiskey, one of the two, but it looks like beer. But will it have anything on it? It's early, and I can't see anything on that as well. Give me 2 seconds to clean it up. Quite surprised at that, not even any acid etching on it, but that's an early beer. But it is blank. For anybody that's not familiar with bottle digging, you do get relics as well, and this is the back of an old pocket watch, is what I think it is. Which means there could be a full pocket watch in there. And it's not uncommon in Victorian times and Edwardian times to have a gold pocket watch out of a bottle dump. I've seen a few being found. Well, there you go, just dug this, and it's a nice Lovat bottle. It's a Stevens ink made by Lovat, and you can see the lip on that's rather warped. And that's because there was no such thing as a default back in the day. No matter what it came out with, or what it came out like, that's the way you got it on the shelf. Live excavation of a hot water bottle. There's always something missing off them, isn't there? It is what it is, I suppose. It's not a name one anyway, but it has a number 3 on it. Sometimes you get some print up here or just on here, or you get a nice floral decorative design round here. But it would have been a hot water bottle. Probably one of the best I've ever seen in here, and it's a decanter stopper with, it looked like a mushroom shape decanter stopper. That is going to clean up absolutely lovely, and that'll probably be made of crystal. It's very, very heavy. It's probably a crystal decanter stopper. There we go, a nice pork pie stone glazed inkwell has come out. It's a nice mini one as well. Go with the selection of inks I've already found. Well, there you go, look at that. It's another sheer lip, and it's an ink bottle. It's a round ink bottle, and again, that's a nice early one. Yeah, I seem to be getting an awful lot of inks in this hole going forward now. Got a smaller version of this in the house. Look at that, J&J Steel Wine Merchant 2 Gills Glasgow, and that is an old whiskey flask. And I love it when you get them actually with some writing on them. Belter. Just dug that, look at that, it's a fish paste jar. And that's why I said earlier when I seen Paul's one, 9 times out of 10 that'd be blank, because 9 times out of 10 they are blank, but it's a beautiful little fish paste. Oh, it's hiding here. It's like a blacking pot, doesn't it? Well, there you go, look at that. Here's a cut nose powder. I don't know what you were thinking that kind of powder was. No, it was actually for indigestion. Believe it or not, cut nose powder was for indigestion. So this is at Lime Juices, and it's a Towers Lime Juices. Thing about this is it has a picture of the lime on it and a picture of the tower. It's a belter of a bottle. Like, in that little seam there I was getting Edinburgh bottles, but as I went back in and chopped out another big massive hole, I haven't got any Edinburgh bottles. The seam's died. It's probably bottles that have came on the railway. Well, Paul's just dug this, and it's another hot water bottle. He's threw it out to show us, and it's a beautiful big hot water bottle. Again, it's not a branded one, but it does have the floral design I said around the outside of the rim. Can you see that? How it's like a flower. I do love these whiskey flasks because sometimes you get them in the plain, but sometimes they've got a wee bit of character to them. This one is like crackled all the way through the bottle. The glaze is crackled, which is nice, but it is bland, but it just adds a wee bit of character to the bottle from it being just like a plain one. Paul's just dug this, and it's a Vino's Lightning Cough Cure. Old medicine from back in the day. Nice early one. I think as the go on and the company changes hands, you'll see that it just says Venus cough cure rather than lightning. Paul, get it to you now.
Put the kettle on.
Aye, malt and 2 sugars. Well, that would have been a full Christy Glasgow clay pipe, but we broke it. Which is sort of our luck today, I think, for breaking stuff. But yeah, it would have been a lovely clay pipe. Well, there we go. This is a nice rose colour and it's from Glasgow. And that would have been a soda siphon. You never ever see soda siphons in this really weird colour. It's almost like a red colour. Soda siphon. We're chasing the ginger beers. We've had a broken one, broken soda siphon. And we just had a cave in as well. But you know you're in the right area when you're finding the stuff. Plenty of stuff coming out anyway. Just dug this up, look at this, it's a Victorian purse. Is there any money in it? No mun, no fun. Eh? An old leather purse. Come on, give me a wee coin, just one coin is all it takes. Nah. Sadly we're out of luck, but it was an old Victorian leather purse. Ah, what a beautiful little find, eh? Stuff like that gets you, like, I love stuff like that. Because you could have had a gold coin in there, a silver coin, who knows? It's a wet one today. Check this out, look at that. You can see who made the purse. It was Merton in Newcastle, and that was a little purse. I'll have a look and see if there's any coins about. Sometimes they were lost purses, and they were dropped in, like wallets. Who knows, there could still be coins in there. But there's something you don't see a lot of these days, and look at that, it's a little knit comb. And that is found at the bottle dump. Fresh out the back wall, there could be a cream pot in here or a jam pot. But first off we'll do this. Braw poison, sheer lip. These are early by the way. Poisonous, not to be taken early. Sheer lip poison bottle. There you go, what a belter, woohoo! Check that out, it's another Jai or Comrie bottle. Springbank, Glasgow. Beautiful. And Iron Brew put them out of business, so they did. By buying up all their bottles. This is something you get a lot of in the tips, and it's all teapots. They're just fantastic, but you never ever get any of them whole. But they are little teapots. You can just imagine it with your granny with the old tea cosy on it. She'd have a tammy on it or something like that to keep the tea warm. Showing my age, I think. Definitely more of these about here. That's the 4th neck I've had of that ginger beer. And it's a beautiful John Mackay & Co ginger beer with sepia print. There is a tall green one of these as well that goes for about 470 quid because it's rare in the tall size. Fresh out the hole, look at the size of that Scots emulsion bottle. It's almost like a whiskey flask. Wow, somebody couldn't have kept too well. Beautiful Scots emulsion. Right guys, just dug this up. AD Strathblane, Allender Springs, Mulgai with the fountain. You notice that the fountain's different in this one because it's obviously been replaced. But the reason I take these bottles is because Mulgai spelt the wrong way, M-U-L-G-U-Y, instead of M-I-L-N, G-E-V-I-E, Mulgai. It's a misspelling, that's why I've taken both of these bottles because they are misspelled bottles. A nice story bit underneath a tree, look at that, Lysol, fresh out, not to be taken, hobnail, poison bottle. Nice, isn't it? Yeah, very nice. Someone will say boots all British on them, but yeah, beautiful little find. Well, we've got a cream pot that's popped out. Will it be a Manuel and Webster? Plenty of them off the tip. Oh, it's just a blank cream pot. I'll take it, but a cream pot's a cream pot. Always take a cream pot. Evening guys, how are we? My name's Mark from Treasure Hunting Scotland, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who likes, subscribes and takes the time and effort. Leave a little comment, much appreciated you guys. Thanks to everybody who's bought something from the Etsy shop as well. You guys are absolute legends. Without you, this channel wouldn't continue. And I just want to say thank you very much to anybody that does that. And I want to say as well, if anybody does want to buy it and there's no obligation, it's in the comments in the listing down below and in the description of the video. So you've seen this part of this video. This video is actually going to continue in another video where I'm going to do the roundup. And yeah, I'll catch you guys there. But for now, you're seeing we're starting to get ginger beer. They're all broken, mind you, but it does continue, I guarantee you. So we'll catch you guys on the next video. So goodbye for now, good luck, happy hunting, and we'll see you on the next video where we'll do a big roundup.